Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Mode, the series where we make things very difficult for ourselves by putting all the difficulty settings to the highest and then adding in additional rules that we have to follow as well. You can find those in the video description below. Tonight it's round 4. We're heading to Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And I left you on a little bit of a knife edge, a little bit of a cliffhanger last night. We got all that prep done for the race. We put some new parts on the car, and then we ended before we saw whether there was any real improvement or not. We'll get to that in just a second. Good evening, Baron. Good to see you tonight. Right, so we actually finished our final race, our first race last night. God, my mind's all over the place again. Last night, Melbourne, our first actual finish entirely. I think we retired double DNF in Baku. Did we actually get one car finishing in Jeddah? I can't remember if we got one of the cars home or not. Let's have a quick look. Oh yes, we did. We got Lawson home in 17th and last, a long way off. But our first double finish last night. We got both cars home. No points still, no real massive pace, and not even close to the fastest lap either. But we did get more points in the DHL pit crew competition. As you can see, we are bringing in some really good performances still with our pit crew, so we are leading that competition. It's just a shame we are still not very quick at all. This is why we've got some new parts on the car for tonight. Maybe they're going to work, maybe they won't. Let's have a look-see, shall we? So we'll go straight into car analysis. The new parts are on Oscar's car, so let's see how much of an improvement they have made. Well, I'm seeing positives on pretty much every category there. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all, considering other teams will have brought improvements as well. We have actually lost a little bit in braking, or it stayed the same. We have improved our engine cooling a little bit. We've improved our dirty air tolerance a little bit. Got some nice improvements to our downforce, especially gaining a little bit more in low speed going to Baku, definitely important. Our DRS is a little bit stronger, not by much. But it's still a pretty strong DRS, middle of the pack right now. We got a little bit of extra speed out of the car and improved the acceleration too. So in terms of speed, we found about 0.3 kilometers of an hour. Doesn't sound like a lot, but you know, it all adds up very quickly. Acceleration, we gained 0.001 G in acceleration. Again, it's not a huge amount, but it's fine margins when it comes to acceleration. What about the downforce? Very, very minimal downforce improvements in the low speed. A little bit in the medium speed. High speeds, a little bit more. And we found almost a full percentage point in dirty air. So, not horrible. Considering that we could have had more on the car if it hadn't been for that fire in the design centre, I don't think that's too bad. Let's see how Oscar now stacks up against the average. We are down about half a kilometre on the average. Oof, that's not so good. We do have a slightly better DRS than the average. Downforce is still off, but not by massive margins. We're only, a little bit away. We are closing in on the dirty air. We're still about 4% off on the dirty air of the average. Brake cooling is still a long way off, but we have got a new front wing in development. And engine cooling has closed up a little bit, but again, still lagging behind a touch. We're going to compare to Alfa Romeo, and we are quicker in a straight line than them, although they do have a better acceleration than us. Have a look at their acceleration. That's one of the best on the grid. We do have a much better DRS than them, 10% better DRS, that's nice. We've got better performance in the low speed, again, crucially important here at this circuit. do slightly pip them in the high speed, and we've got a little bit better dirty air as well. So that's encouraging. Haas is the other team that we're really kind of fighting with right now. They are slightly slower than us, a little bit better in the acceleration, worse DRS, slightly better in the low and medium speed. We're better in the high speed. We've got better dirty air tolerance, again, not by much. So it's pretty close between us and Haas, and I think Williams are a little bit too far ahead of us. Oh yeah, look at the speed difference. They are 1.2 kilometers now faster than us. They've got a very quick car. Wow, look at that car. 5th in speed, 7th in acceleration, 7th in DRS, 7th in low speed, 1st in high speed. That is a pretty impressive car. I tell you what, no disrespect to Albon, but you put someone like Hamilton or Alonso in that car, that's podium potential. That's a very good car. How about McLaren? Very good in the acceleration again. 0.5 kilometre an hour faster than us. We've got better DRS. They're stronger in the low and medium speed. We're better in the high. They're a little bit better in dirty air. We might have a chance against McLaren tonight, but it won't be a big chance, I don't think. More than likely, we're going to be fighting it out with Alfa Romeo and Haas again. Right, let's get these parts onto both cars now. Still don't have the new chassis. That's unfortunate, because that would have been really nice. You can see there the gains that's going to give us. That's going to give us extra speed, extra acceleration, better downforce, improved engine cooling, and taking more weight out of the car, but we just didn't get those ready in time. Front wings still go through the design process at the moment. Rear wings, we've got the new rear wing available for both cars. There we go. And we've got some slightly worse ones as a fallback, which are way better than our original wings. Side pods, we've got one of the new side pods ready. Still waiting on more of those to come through. Underfloors, we have got the current underfloor, but the new one is not quite ready yet. Won't be ready probably until Imola now. And suspensions, both cars are on the current suspension, so that's where we stand going into today. Performance targets, let's see, I think we can get one car in Q2. Don't know if we can get both in there, so we'll just play it a little bit safe. Fastest lap probably will not happen. I'm going to go with one in the top 15 because I'm hoping that we can make a little bit of progress in the sprint and maybe hold on in the race. Quali position streak is 2 in the top 14. I'm not going to take a gamble on a guarantee yet. I want to actually start finishing in the top 15 a bit more consistently before I throw up a guarantee where we could stand to lose big money. So we'll see how we go with that. And let's head to Baku.
Greetings from Azerbaijan, where we're back in the country's capital. The spectacular Baku city circuit will take drivers right through the city streets, from the narrow roads of the old town to the wide highway alongside the Caspian Sea, where cars will be fighting wheel to wheel this weekend. Drivers will be battling it out on the streets of the Baku city circuit, a real contradiction of a track. From the long main straight, where the less drag the better, to the tight turns where downforce is a necessity. Teams are going to have to work hard to get that balance right.
It's not a usual F1 weekend though, with qualifying brought forward to make way for an all-out sprint race, which will decide the grid for the Grand Prix.
Now let's crack on with the weekend.
So hello Funny Shorts, hello Victor, hello Turf, hello Farah, good to see you guys. Do I think in the next F1 Manager game they'll add F1 Academy drivers? Be nice. We still don't even know if there is going to be another F1 Manager game at this stage. That's up for debate right now. We'll have to wait and see. Right, once again, because it's a sprint weekend, we've got to get this car nailed ASAP. I've got a nice list of setups to work from in my notebook. We'll pick a couple of those and see where we go from here. Let's start with... Let's go to 10.5, 3.7, 2.85 and a 0.7. Yeah, we'll go with that. 15 laps for Baku. Drop the pace settings. Let's swap out the parts. We are still on the first engine. And it's only at 70% because we've been retiring the car and looking after things. So that's quite nice to see, actually. Normally, by the time we get to Baku, our engines are pretty much toast. This one's actually still really strong. Okay. Not the same story for Oscar, who's obviously totaled one set of components. So we are going to have to swap bits out here. We'll go with the 17% engine. And the the 16% there. Did I just thought I saw a 95% engine down here for a second then. I don't know what was going on in my brain. And we've got to go with that gearbox because the other one's completely destroyed. Drop those parts down, and now let's go with a slightly different setup for Oscar. We'll go with a 2 and a 10 to 8, a 2.9 and a 0.95. There we go. Right, let's get these guys onto the track and hope that we can nail these setups first time.
A bit less curb. Yeah, copy.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Virtual safety car.
Now there's the car of Piastri. And there's the contact. And that's one surefire way to put a dampener on your weekend.
I hope that hasn't destroyed that brand new side pod that I just put on his car, the only one I have. It might well have destroyed the rear wing, which means he has to go back to an older spec. And it also means we're going in completely cold on his setup. I have no idea whether that setup's going to be anywhere close or not. We haven't even managed to do... Did he even manage a lap? He didn't even manage a lap. He crashed on his out lap. Or his first flying lap. Ah, dear. Evening, Arda. It's been a while. Yeah, he did an outlap and then crashed on corner 2 of his first flying lap. That's not good at all. 96%. That's a strong opening start for Lawson. Are there any MotoGP tracks I'd like to see in Formula 1? I don't really follow, bikes, so I don't know of most of the tracks that they go to. Alright, what do I need to change here? Let's try dropping the front wing down to a 1.5. Let's go to a 2.9. And then let's leave it like that and see if that works. We'll put a little bit more fuel in. So not a great start at all for our brand new performance patch. Oscar is certainly going to be starting from the back, I think. And it's going to be a struggle to move him forward in the Grand Prix as well. Because I have no idea whether this setup is actually going to be the right one. It could be way off and we'll have absolutely no opportunity to change it. I mean, that is something I would like to see, that you could break Parc Fermé by changing a setup, but you would have to then start from the back of the grid. As is the case in real-life Formula 1. Well, start from the pit lane. That's something I'd like to see as well. Pit lane starts added into this game.
Let us know your comments.
Oh, we went the wrong way. Alright, let's call him back in. Yeah, we went too much the wrong way. So we need that to be... Go back to what it was. There we go. And now let's push that up that way. That's going to have to be a 2.5, I guess. Pull that back a touch. That might also break the rear wing. See, we're not going to get full feedback on this. Obviously, we've got about 5 minutes on track, if that. But hopefully we can at least get some partial feedback. But going back to what I was saying with Oscar, if we get the setup wrong, then it's going to have a really low baseline confidence, which means while he's pushing and overtaking, that's not an issue, but when he's just driving around in a train and not making any real forward momentum, his confidence is going to gradually degrade, and it's going to degrade to a very low level, because that will be his base level, which means he will not be fast. Right, time for sprint quali.
It's time to determine starting positions for the sprint race, here in qualifying.
Just like a normal race qualifying session, drivers will battle it out for their starting grid position. But this time, it'll be for the upcoming sprint.
Here's Fernando Alonso. Big question, how have things been for him heading into this qualifying session?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
And you're right. Well, it's nearly time for qualifying.
What did he break? Oh god, he broke so much. Oh my god. Right, well, that's my spare chassis gone. That's my spare front wing gone. Oh no, I've still got one spare front wing. Okay. That is the old, well, it's the one of the two new rear wings gone, so he's going to have to drop back onto the previous spec. New side pod's fine. I'm going to take that off his car. And put it onto Liam's car. He seems less likely to destroy it at this stage. And there goes one of our spare suspensions. And that's killed off the rest of that engine that he had already worked so hard to destroy. But the biggest thing is that's a second dead gearbox already. We've gone through 2 gearboxes in less than 4 races. Ugh. That is really bad. Not doing my confidence in you any good here, Oscar. Really not. And no idea if the feedback is right here or not. I'm going to take a gamble, and I'm going to put him on the same setup that we've got on, or that we tried on, or a very similar setup that we tried to Liam. Play it a little bit safer. I've got more 10.5 rear wings than 10s in my setup book, so right. I'm going to carry on with those parts on Liam's car. Quite happy with that. Let's give him the new side pod. He's going to get more benefit from that in this Grand Prix. And let's send him out.
It should be green now.
There we go. They're both out on the first flying lap. Evening horrific.
Prepare for the lap.
Saradab says, how's season 2 been? Rough. Season 2's been rough.
It's all about your tyres and your brakes. Copy. right.
Right then.
Ambush. You got a good gap ahead. So you're good to push when you're ready.
So, Oscar's slightly quicker than the Haas in front. It's Magnussen. And that's possibly down to slipstreaming. Let's see who has the edge through the castle. Still Oscar. I think he might even actually got closer. He's going to get a really nice slipstream on this back straight here. Oh wow, look at that. We're over a second faster than Magnussen there.
Copy.
Lawson 2.5 tenths slower, but without the toe.
Copy.
Okay, that's not bad for our first laps. Let's see what everyone else does. Oh, look how quick Albon is. Schumacher only fractionally slower, so it was just a bad lap from Kevin by the look of it.
Oscar pit lap. Pit limiter on. And stop in front of the garage.
Hamilton is 6th, slower than Schumacher. Right, let's have a look at these setups. 81%. It should have stuck with the 10. Oh, god damn it. Knackers. Alright, well that's pretty much all I can do. Let's try increasing the front wing. A couple of clicks like that and see what that does. Oh, we nailed it. Excellent stuff. Let some of these guys come through. There we go. And we're going to send out Liam just in front of Oscar this time. this might be our best opportunity to actually get a car through, because traffic can be quite debilitating to your lap. You were AFK for a few minutes. What was the outcome of Piastri's crash? Bad. Very bad. Killed a second gearbox, stone dead. Finished off the already damaged ERS and engine. So they're completely stone dead as well. Destroyed a chassis, destroyed a front wing, destroyed a rear wing, and a suspension as well. So I had to put him back on the older spec of front wing, of rear wing, because we only had the two, one on each car. And I also took the... Oh, we've got a red flag.
Red flag, red flag.
We also took the side pods off his car and put them onto Liam's. Yeah, that's exactly what Oscar did, pretty much.
What the was that, honestly? Oh.
It's not going the way the team had hoped today. That is for sure.
So Gasly's out. Oh no, Ocon is out, sorry. That's one less car we have to worry about. We're currently 8th and 9th. Has that given me feedback? I'm going to have to put on new tyres now. And I've got 8.5 minutes. We're going to have to go for 2 flying laps, I think, on new tyres. Let's have a look. Well, we made the rest of the car worse. We improved the front wing, but made everything else worse. So, I guess we go like that. Let's see what that does. Oh, I didn't change his tyres. Let's do that now. When did he do that? He did that on his first flying lap in practice 1. Did an outlap and then crashed at turn 1 on his on his first pushing lap in practice. And that was it. That was the end of practice for him. Completely totaled the car. So we went in completely blind on setup. I made some changes, you know, which I shouldn't have done, and he is where he is now. So Lawson has got, theoretically, the quicker car now, with the new rear wing and the new side pods. Hopefully he'll be punching a nice hole in the air for Oscar to get a really strong slipstream. Wouldn't be at all surprised if Oscar does out-qualify Liam because of the slipstream.
You're good to push. There is Norris in front of you. Charge off and push.
Just about close enough, I think. Might just be a touch too far back. Giving him Mr. Water. Any F1 moves I'd like to see in real life? I'd like to see someone else in the car alongside Max. I think Checo has had 3 years at Red Bull that haven't really been that good in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, I know he finished 4th in his debut, 3rd in his second season, 2nd this year. So it looks on paper like there's a path of improvement, but the gulf between the two drivers has only gotten bigger. So yeah, I think it'd be nice to see someone new alongside Max. Maybe give Yuki a chance and put Lawson in the second. I was going to say AlphaTauri, but there won't be AlphaTauri next year. I don't know what they're going to be yet. It would be nice to see someone finally kick Lance out of that seat as well. Right, did we get any improvements on that last lap? I don't know if we did. Not with Lawson. He was 0.3 slower. And Oscar was considerably slower because he didn't have any slipstream by the look of it. Plus they both had an extra couple of laps of fuel as well. Right, now this might work to Oscar's advantage. Depending on how quickly Lawson gets pulled. Lawson's already pulled over. Okay, so no slipstream for
So track is clear.
Oscar.
Go one.
I suppose I could have pushed him a little bit harder with
Track is
the
clear.
outlap. So it's going to be no slipstreaming for either driver, which means if there's going to be an improvement, it's probably going to be Lawson, not Oscar. Their confidence levels were reset as well, thanks to the red flag, which did not help me at all. Do I read the chat? Yes, I do. Have you not heard me answering people's questions? Don't ignore you, Farah. I spend probably more time answering your questions than anybody else's. Or chastising you for silly things. You know, sometimes I do get engrossed in the race though, and that takes my my focus, and then it might take me a moment to get back to the chat. But I always read, and I usually respond. And sometimes I end up muted. Yes, there is that as well. Sometimes I'll mute myself to save you the click of my lighter, and then I forget to unmute myself. I'm going to sit here and talk for 5 minutes, and then, are you muted? Keeps popping up in the chat. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, no improvement for either of our drivers. Oscar may well get through here, but I don't know about Lawson. He is at risk. Hamilton or Magnussen improve. Well, if they both improve, he's out. Hamilton improves. It's down to Magnussen.
P15. Safely through though, safely through.
He's on an in-lap. So we are through with both cars. Nice. We had to burn through another set of tyres for no reason, but we got through. Okay, and that is a slight improvement to setup. I don't think I could really squeeze anything more out of that car. But I may as well give it a try. You never know. And let's send them back out. So let's send out Lawson with Piastri right behind him.
Green light now.
And then we'll reverse that for the second run.
So start to work on your front tyres and brake temps.
Yeah, copy.
Right, there we go.
Straight line braking. Copy.
What's my favourite driver or team in F1? I don't really have a favourite. I'm going to follow the British drivers, so Albon, Norris, and Hamilton. I really enjoy watching Piastri. I think he is a supreme talent. He's humble as well. He's always calm and measured. You know, he doesn't, rage out when something happens in a race. I think he has got, a wonderful demeanour. I like Charles Leclerc as well. Danny Rick. Love a bit of Danny Rick. Just because he's such a character. And old man Fernando is something I quite enjoy as well. Again, for his radio antics and his supreme driving. Young Fernando did not like at all.
Clear ahead. Let's go. Straight out, track is clear. Okay, let's go.
And again, as far as favourite teams, I don't have a favourite team. I tend to follow the drivers more than the teams, but I've got a soft spot for Ferrari because it's Ferrari. Williams, got a big soft spot for Williams. McLaren as well. Kind of cheer on Mercedes, simply because Hamilton drives for them. I don't like Red Bull, never have, never will. That's about it, I think, really. They're the only team I actively dislike. So far it looks like Oscar is staying close enough to get that slipstream, although he might have lost a bit in the middle. And he's still up. Okay, so Lawson does a 1:43.6, half a second quicker for Oscar. Slipstream definitely working for him. We will flip that order for their second run.
Follow the reference. This is in lap. This is in lap.
Which means, before I forget, I need to do that. And synchronized parking. Yeah, those tyres. One lap of fuel, and we'll wait. I'll be amazed if we can actually get one of our drivers out out of Q2 here. It would be a really nice surprise, but not expected. And now's a good time to go.
Focus on tires and brakes.
Copy. Build some Titan.
Copy.
Gasly is in our slipstream, and that is not good. So we are going to break away from him. We'll wait a little bit longer. Because we are fighting Gasly for a position here.
Push 2 steps harder.
Yeah, copy.
Press and hold overtake.
Copy.
Don't know if I was able to break away quickly enough. Don't think I was. Really left it a bit too long there. Gasly's too close. Damn it, he is going to get a slipstream. Right, improvements for both drivers. That's a promising start.
Let's check the flag.
Yes, he's going to out-qualify the pair of us here. Yeah, he's closed massively. Well, he was probably going to out-qualify us anyway, but we're going to We're going to help him jump all the way up there. Stroll is out. He did not make it through. Bottas is out. So it's down to our two drivers and Gasly. Can we knock out anyone? No, is the answer. I don't even know if we improved. Gasly didn't get through, so he's in 11th with 14th and 15th. We did go a little faster with Lawson there. We found, actually found quite a bit. Nearly 4/10 of a second, just wasn't enough. And 4/10 slower for Oscar. So, extrapolating from that, that means our pace is not great. About 1:43.5 on average. Right, back into practice, and we did not improve the car, so we'll go back to the 1. That's as good as it's going to get, an 83%. Alright, do not destroy the car, Oscar, for God's sakes. Can't afford to replace parts willy-nilly. I was going to say I forgot to put the older parts in, but he destroyed all the older parts, so it's kind of irrelevant. There are no older parts, and Lawson's still running his original parts.
A bit less
So
curb.
Okay, copy.
I was just trying to clean a bit of gunk off one of my sticks, and I just spread it around a little bit more.
Big shunt.
Never mind.
Watch the jet.
Okay, both of our drivers are still going. I was worried. I saw a yellow flag. Was it Oscar? It's not. That's good. Don't know who it was, actually.
What's your limitation?
Yeah, back to 83%. So some of you may remember 3 or 4 months ago, a buddy of mine had a stroke. He has been on the road to recovery, but he still doesn't have, full movement. But he did get a PS5 recently. His missus bought a PS5 for him, and we said to him, if you get a PS5, we'll get you one of the new access controllers, just to help you out. Me and a mutual friend of ours who is stateside, he got his PS5 about a week ago. I'd already agreed that I would go and set it up for him when he's ready. Get everything transferred over from his PS4, get his PS5 set up and working properly for him. And that's coming up at some point soon. And then we just decided to put a pin in that and hold it until the controller was out. So, placed a pre-order. That should be getting shipped to me in the next few days, and then at some point I'll be going to get that set up for him as well, and hopefully we can start to see him back online a bit more.
And check reflect.
I had a terrible time trying to actually order the pad. I don't know if it was just because Sony Direct was busy over the Black Friday weekend, but every time I tried to order it over the weekend, I tried on Saturday and it wouldn't work. Every time I tried to add it to the cart, it kept sending me to the American site, and so instead of charging me in pound sterling, it was charging me in dollars, which would have also meant having it shipped from the States for some godforsaken reason. So we got that. I tried again on the Sunday, it still wouldn't work, and then on the Monday it kept saying an error's gone wrong when I tried to add it to the cart. And we finally got that done Tuesday. Finally managed to get that order put through, and then got confirmation they're going to be sending that out in the next couple of days, because launch date is only a week away now, 6th of December.
Hello and welcome as our Grand Prix weekend continues, and the sprint will soon be upon us. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
It's not only the starting grid decided here, though. The top finishers in the sprint have the chance to score crucial championship points.
So let's see then how the teams tackle today's sprint, here in Baku.
Right then. Let's go with a set of softs. Let's go with 18 laps of fuel. And let's actually go very aggressive at the start. We're only going to go 1 lap before the DRS kicks in, so we want to make sure we stay in range. Let's just adapt the strategy like that. What would it look like wear rate if we pushed the tyres the whole way? Yeah, let's plan for that. We are good to go.
Our sprint today sees the drivers take on 17 laps of the Baku City Circuit.
Expect to see plenty making the most of Baku's long, wide main straight. That's going to be their best chance to overtake and secure a strong result.
But just who comes out on top when the checkered flag flies? Now's the time for the sprint here in Baku. And it's lights out and away we go.
Keep pushing, you know what to do. Copy box.
Right. A lot of people on hard tyres. Very surprised by that. In fact, there's only 4 cars on softs. I am struggling to understand that. We are just blocking the road right now. Just driving side by side around the whole track. One of us needs to get past Valtteri quickly here. Oh, yellow flag.
Yellow.
Yeah, copy that.
That is
Now, just looking
Ocon.
here, possibly Ocon's part of that. Right then, we can take a look now. Let's follow the drivers then through turn 16.
Oh, that's a big
And
hit.
unable to do anything about that crash.
So that's hurt his tyres a bit. It's hurt his front wing. Maybe something else on the car.
DRS is in there. Currently
And we're still stuck behind Valtteri.
Piastri behind.
But he is now out of DRS range. So we should definitely be able to jump him here with Lawson and then hopefully with Oscar as well. Oh, come on.
To use the free air.
Too busy fighting each other here to actually get the move done. Why run the sprint on hards? It depends on what tyres they've used in practice. Maybe they want to keep, other tyres for the main race. Based on what their remaining tyre allocation is. Don't fight, teammate. Let's turn down the tyres.
Slow down.
Yeah.
Back off.
Recharge on.
We need to focus on the energy now. We need to focus on getting the pack up.
Our acceleration hurting us. Looks like Ocon has stayed out with that damaged front wing.
bring the pack up.
Coming under pressure from Yuki now.
Pick up the pace a bit.
We can push one more step on tyres. Yeah.
And I think we missed out on the DRS with... Yeah, we did. Oscar's vulnerable. And Oscar's got the DRS. Oh, nice. Whew. So we'll retake that position. And more importantly, get back in range of Lawson.
So we need one step more management.
Copy.
Well, if this is our pace, I'm worried because we should be able to beat Bottas with our new upgrades. And we're struggling to stay with him. The new front wing at Monaco will help with downforce. The new underfloor will help with downforce and a little bit of drag reduction. The side pods will help with drag reduction and engine cooling. The chassis will help with drag and side pods. And engine cooling. But still not the step forward that I was hoping we were going to make. Had we not had that fire in our design centre, I think we would have definitely made a step forward here at Baku, because we would have had all of those parts apart from the front wing. But yeah, this is not great. Right, Lawson looks like he's shaping up for a move this time. Let's make sure he gets that move done.
You've got energy.
Use deploy, use deploy.
There we go. Good stuff. So Lawson, peak confidence now. Let's see if we can do anything with that. If we can break away and leave Valtteri vulnerable to Oscar, that would be ideal. Evening, John.
Recharge on, recharge on. Yeah.
And there we go, we have broken Valtteri. Excellent stuff.
Charge on. Copy.
Focus on bringing the pack back up. No energy, bottom of the pack.
We didn't miss too much, John. We had some issues with Oscar in practice. Again. But we qualified both cars in the top 15, although that was as far as we got. Didn't get any higher than 14th and 15th. And we're in the sprint now, so you've not missed a huge amount.
You can push harder. Yeah, copy.
And there we go. We've got Oscar up now.
to protect the front tires.
Yep.
Charge on. Charge on.
Copy.
So what I'm going to do now is try and encourage our drivers to get some good leapfrogging going on. And then we'll tell whoever's behind to hold position through the castle. At least this way we can try and maybe capitalise on straight line speed advantages with DRS overtakes.
Back off. So you can use energy. Just focus on charging the pack.
This might be as high as we go in the sprint, without someone making a mistake. I would like to get a little bit more battery in the cars and then try and sprint them away. See if we can close up the back of Gasly, who is now isolated a little from the cars in front. So a hard tyre runner. In theory, we should be able to hunt him down. But we will need battery to do that. Defending well. His high confidence level is certainly helping in that regard.
Pick up the pace a bit.
I think I might just have snuck into the DRS zone there. That was really close. Yes, we did just. Whew.
Look after front tyres.
We are actually a little bit faster than Gasly at the moment. Just a couple of tenths. I think earth-shatteringly, fast. But fast enough.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
You deploy as much as you can.
Okay.
You can use energy.
Have I done a safety car restart style jump away here? I think I might have just about timed this right. Break away from Yuki. Leave him vulnerable to Valtteri again.
Recharge on.
Copy.
A small lift off towards the tires.
Copy, box.
Charge on.
Yep, copy.
Overtake button.
Copy.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that, Mr. Watcher. I saw that last week.
No energy. We need to focus on the energy now.
Charge on.
Right, well, we couldn't quite get back onto Gasly, unfortunately. We ran out of battery. And Tsunoda has managed to get back into range of us and has broken away from Valtteri. I did say that McLaren was probably a little bit too quick for us today.
Bring the pack up.
Recharge on. Recharge on now.
Copy.
Don't let him lunge.
Use energy.
Come on, hold him off, hold him off, hold him off. And there we go. Whew. It's hard work.
Big lift off.
And they get lunged. And we held him off. could be bad. He's going to get through. I need the battery. I can't keep fighting and killing whatever battery I do get. We'll have to let that one go. Means he'll jump Oscar in a minute as well. That'll put us back to where we started, 14th and 15th. That is a pricey PC. Ooh.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Valtteri sneaking back into range. Last thing I need is him getting involved again.
Recharge on, recharge on.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Right, stay in range, Oscar. Don't let me down here. Ah, you let me down.
So we need to back off.
Copy.
Charge on.
Copy.
Take it easy, Serrano.
let's push.
Copy.
Evening, Julie. Valtteri's still knocking around.
Charge on.
Copy.
Oh, God damn it, got us.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Copy. Use energy. Copy.
Overtake button.
Yep.
I think Bottas is definitely on a push right now. He is all over the back of Lawson. He's going to have grip, but he shouldn't be that quick if he's not pushing. Although I think he gave Lawson the DRS. Yes, he did. Excellent. And now we've got it with Oscar as well. Can we get both cars back past Valtteri here? Oh, damn. We can't even get one car past him. Still can't get past. He's still ahead of us. How? Oh, man alive. That's bad.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
We'll have to wait till he runs out of battery. We did get back onto Sonoda again, so there is still an outside chance of us maybe sneaking 13th, but it's going to be hard work.
And now we go recharge on.
Copy.
Need to focus
Especially seeing as we
on the
just
pack up.
lost the DRS there.
Use and deploy when you can.
Copy.
Use everything.
Copy.
Right. Do or die on the last lap. We've actually gone backwards a place for both drivers here. 15th and 16th now as opposed to 14th and 15th. Where we started. Ocon never did pit look. He's still there. 14.5 seconds off the back of Hulkenberg. But the Haas is slow compared to us.
No more energy for now.
Copy.
No DRS available, no DRS available.
Yeah.
So they're still going to fight each other to the line here. 2 seconds away from where we should have been. And Lawson will just take the position.
Taking the checkered flag. That's P15. Well done.
Checkered flag, this is 11.
Oscar Piastri, unable to manage any points in the sprint.
They'll be asking questions of themselves following that performance.
So then confirmation of the result. Max wins the sprint with the fastest lap as well. 4/10 quicker than anyone else by the look of it. Leclerc second, Checo up 3 places to third, Alonso down 2 to fourth, Hamilton and George both having a decent race, Norris dropping down, Sainz having a bad race, Stroll gaining 3 places, Albon just outside the points there, and then not a great race for us. Liam started and finished in 15th, Oscar started 14th and went backwards 2. Yuki gaining 3 places. Ocon will start from the back and has a penalty as well, which will have no effect, so he will just stay there. And now let's get ready for the main race.
Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
Baku has been the scene for some major on-track battles, like Vettel and Hamilton fighting for the lead back in 2017. Will we see more drama this year, I wonder? And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Well, whatever happens, it's sure to be a tremendous race day here at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
Yeah, tremendous. Right. Once again, we are just lacking that little bit of pace, so we're going to go very aggressive on strategy here. There we go. Just going to throw in some extra fuel as well to try and hold off on the battery if we can. And let's see how we can do in race trim.
Final checks are being carried out on the grid, and it won't be long until we get underway. This could be an important race today for Lance Stroll.
To get back from P9 up towards the front, it's going to be a case of executing their strategy well and keeping it clean.
Right, let's get to it then. Here we go with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Do it. Okay.
Are you running the most up-to-date software on your DualSense, Farah? Pick up an old one that you haven't used in a while. Test. Looks like we are going to have to push the battery because we are losing ground very quickly here. Try and hold off a little longer if I can. Magnussen is looking a bit punchy. I think pretty much the entire grid is going to try and one-stop this race. We are being very aggressive on a two-stop here. Don't know if that's going to work out for us. They are a little heavy on fuel right now as well, with an extra 4 kilos on board. Oh, big crash in the background.
Crash ahead, crash ahead, crash ahead.
That's a full-on safety car.
Right hand side exit 5.
It's a red flag. Ooh.
Other contact.
That's Ocon again causing problems. He turned in onto
And just like that, the hopes of the
onto
team
Zhou
start
there.
to dwindle.
and that took them both out. Not a good weekend for Zhou. And now we may possibly change our strategy. I don't know. Yeah, Ocon turned into Zhou, which pushed Zhou into the barrier, and then there was just nowhere for Zhou to go.
The team
A
glued to the
second collision,
monitors
so that's going to
and watching
be
their hopes crumble away.
that's going to be bad for Ocon. He's definitely going to get a penalty for that. I just hope Zhou doesn't get one as well. He was completely innocent in all that. I have got more new tyres. Let's just stick to the original plan. Didn't change the tyres. Never mind. There we go.
After a pause in this race, we are all set and ready once more. And it's lights out.
But of course, I changed all my settings here based on it being a safety car, which doesn't exist anymore. So now I've got to pause and put everything back to where it should be. I'm also going to have to fix Oscar's strategy. Okay. Yeah, not Zhou, sorry, Schumacher. I keep forgetting that they switched. Oh yeah, Schumacher's got a penalty, that's unfortunate for him. Magnussen's got the jump on Oscar this time round. again. We're going to try and hold that battery in reserve. Definitely heavy on fuel now. Hey, we should at least get one car in the top 15 again. Given that the only cars we are definitely faster than right now are the Haas cars. Now that Schumacher's out. Once again, we are just slow off the restart here. And Oscar's in real trouble. I have to push the battery.
Overtake button.
Yep.
I think Sony actually provided a list of games that were supported. I'm sure there's one out there. Now Lawson's going to get past. Trying to get Oscar back onto the rear of Lawson's car.
Use energy.
Copy.
DRS enabled.
Right, we're almost back in DRS. There we are. We're now back in DRS. Magnussen is vulnerable because he's 2 seconds off the back of Yuki. And we have got battery left. So there is a chance for us now
Recharge on, recharge on.
to try and get some forward momentum again.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
Use energy.
Yeah, copy, copy.
Let's apply some pressure. we go, coordinated overtakes. Very nice. We've got enough left in the tank to get both cars onto Yuki and break away from Kevin. Might be a bit touch and go with Oscar, but Lawson should have enough.
Charge on, charge on. Copy.
And assuming that the AI has the same confidence level as, you know, confidence system as our drivers, that should hopefully hurt Magnussen quite hard, because he's just had 2 overtakes in the space of a few hundred meters.
Press an overtake. Yeah. No DRS available, no DRS available. Copy.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Okay, copy.
Recharge on, recharge on. Copy.
Bring the pack up.
Copy that.
So, Red Bull 1 and 2. Alonso in 3rd, then Leclerc, the 2 Mercedes, Russell and Hamilton, with Norris right up there as well. Then Sainz, Stroll, both the Williams in 10th and 11th, Bottas in 12th, Gasly and then Tsunoda before you get to us. It's a very long queue from Hamilton backwards, really. Although Albon looks to have lost a bit of ground suddenly. He's now 3 seconds off the back of his teammate. Something happened to
Use anti-deploy as
that.
much as you can. Copy.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Okay, copy.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy.
to push Lawson hard on battery, get him back onto Yuki. Doing well on the next lap. I want to risk Kevin getting back in range again. I'm still quite low on battery, trying to get both drivers in a position where they can push together. developing about the same kind of pace as the cars in front at the moment. Holding that gap at around 2 seconds. Oh, yellow flag.
Sainz went out in turn 3. So look for debris there.
See what happened to Carlos. Under pressure from Stroll. Oh, and they look like there might have been a little nudge.
What a disaster.
There was certainly a twitch towards Sainz there. I don't know if there was contact or whether Sainz twitched away and into the barrier as a result. See if any investigations pop up. Look at tyres. What worries me is that we're absolutely thrashing these tyres and we're not making any progress at all. Evening, Packins. How long have you been lurking? The field is starting to spread out just a little bit.
Overtake available.
Yep. Copy. You've got energy when you feel it's on.
Copy that.
Use deploy as much as you can.
Have I had any snow? Not that I'm aware of, no. I mean, I went out earlier, putting the bin out, and I didn't see any signs it had been a bit snowy. I don't think it's been quite cold enough here yet. I know there's been a lot of snow up in Scotland.
You've got energy,
Yeah, copy that.
and energy is available.
Copy.
So we don't get snow here very often anymore. I'm guessing you've had snow, Patkins. I'm starting to wonder if our strategy is going to work. Because we're not even pushing like this. We're not quick enough to make the two-stop work, I don't think. I'm wondering whether I should think about going onto a set of hards and just running those to the end. And then if we get, only box again if we get another safety car or a VSC. What would happen if I push that back to say there? That'd be a 130.40, 130.45. It's I don't know if I'm going to have the pace on the hard tyres. That's the thing. I think I've kind of made my bed and I'm going to have to stick in it now. Just hope that fresh rubber will bring us back.
Charge on. Copy.
Ocon never got the penalty. No, he didn't. You're right there, Baron. Maybe they deemed the first one was a racing accident and the second contact, which took Ocon out of the race, was considered a penalty. If that's the case, that is extremely harsh and very unfair.
No energy.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yeah, copy.
And once again, look, we've just lost so much time already just running out of battery like that. We've lost almost a second. We have lost a second. That's crazy. I know we've pushed these tyres hard, but even so, that is not good. We gained all that time and then immediately lost it as soon as we stopped the battery. How many of those on softs? Started on, oh god, they all start, almost all of them. Yeah, look. So everyone who makes another stop is going to be stopping on for soft tyres. Everybody. With the exception of Lawson and Hulkenberg. They have to go onto mediums. Well, Oscar as well. Oh, Yuki and Gasly also need to go onto mediums. But everybody in front of them, from Alex on down, on up, I've already run 2 compounds. Oh, apart from Lewis. And Charles. Okay, it's not quite as doom and gloom as I thought. They'll be one stopping still, but they'll be going on mediums. Look how much time we're losing now. We're spending too much time fighting through the infield. Just slowing us down.
And we need charge on.
Copy.
Hulkenberg has caught up Magnussen.
Box.
Copy, box.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Copy, box.
Ooh, is this going to be a safety car? Please be a safety
Okay,
car.
copy.
No, damn it. It's just a spin. Is there going to be a Sector 1 spin for Hulkenberg at the start of Sector 3?
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Recharge.
Alright, can we at least get some good stops?
Copy.
Mm, 2.7 is not good. At least it was clean, but it's not a quick stop.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Copy.
Magnussen's all over the back of me.
Charge on.
Copy.
So Bottas, Gasly and Tsunoda are all fighting on the back of Albon right now. And they're not far away from Zhou as well. Then we've got that gap of about 5 seconds to Sainz and Stroll. Red Bull's scrapping amongst themselves. They've broken away from Alonso right now. Alonso peels off into the, Oscar
Copy.
peels off into the pits. There goes Hockenberg. 2.7 stop, again clean but not quick. Lawson goes through. Oscar's going to come out behind him.
Charge on.
Copy.
This is going to be an important lap for Lawson. See what kind of lap time he can do now that he's got brand new rubber that's up to temperature. Going to keep our drivers spaced out a little bit. I think that's probably just a better way to go. They were holding each other up a lot. It was more detrimental than beneficial. Rule 48.1. That's not quick enough. That's really not quick enough.
Use energy now.
Copy.
Overtake button.
Yeah.
Season 2 has been a real gut punch so far. Russell's fought his way up to 4th now. Hamilton in a fight with Norris. Those two swapping places at the moment. Stroll gets past Sainz and we got a yellow flag. Now we do not want a VSC. Sainz has crashed.
Debris for a front wing, it shouldn't be too.
And it's a collision with Stroll again. Oh, is that a retirement? No, he's still going. But he's going to be hurting. And he's going to hold everybody up here. This is going to give us a chance to try and close the gap a bit. As Bottas squeaks through, but that's not going to hold up Albon. Bottas will sprint away here. Oh, Albon sneaks through at the castle. So Zhou's the one who's going to suffer a little bit. And he gets around now. Big hold up for Tsunoda and Hamilton there. No, Tsunoda and Gasly. Norris is with Hamilton. That is some significant damage to Sainz's car. Look at his tyres are at 4%. Or one of his tyres at least is at 4%.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Lawson has caught Hulkenberg. There's Sainz is in the
Focus
pits.
on the energy now.
Copy.
Yeah, they are chasing the front wing. I thought they would be. Here comes Lawson. Gets the move done. That puts him just outside peak confidence.
Use energy.
Okay, copy.
To break away from Hulkenberg now. Sides out on soft tyres, and he's not that far behind Oscar. He's less than 3 seconds behind, so Oscar's going to get past very quickly here. Barra's clinging on to the elation of the first podium. Well, that depends on whether we get to see the first podium. If Lawson gets it, we ain't seeing it. So one of the reasons I'm considering getting rid of Lawson at the end of the season to bring in Sargent, because it'll be a step backwards in terms of a driver. But given that we'll have developed Lawson for 2 seasons and he'll be rated higher than Sargent, who wouldn't have developed much in his first year and is sitting this year out. But at least if he ever makes it on the podium, we'll actually see it.
Okay.
Alright, so Lawson is through. And he's hunting down Hulkenberg. Sorry, Magnussen now. Piastri is within 2 seconds now of Hulkenberg. And now we are starting to see the kind of lap time that we need. Well, we have to have Piastri. That's part of our objectives, is to make Piastri a world champion. So we can't really get rid of Piastri. And I don't think I could take having Piastri and Tsunoda smashing up both their cars every race weekend. So, I mean, I'm probably going to end up suffering that with Sargent anyway. Plus, I'm not sure how much longer I've got on Lawson's contract. I might not be able to get rid of Lawson at the end of this season. He might have another 2 years to go yet after this then. Maybe even more than that. And we can only buy out the final season of someone's contract. We can't buy them out earlier than that. Again, pesky rules.
Charge on.
Copy.
Sainz is not steaming up on the back of us yet, so there must be some significant structural damage to the car. That works for me.
Anti-deploy when you can.
Copy.
Overtake button.
Yeah.
So let's take a look
I'm going
at
to
the
savour
replay.
this one.
Now the Alpha Tauri involved here. It's certainly inviting. And that's 16th place now.
Beautiful
Use
stuff.
and deploy when you can.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
Recharge on.
Copy.
So we're approaching the halfway point of the race. 2 more laps to go. See when we're likely to see some pit stops. Pretty soon, actually, for Leclerc. Maybe at the end of this lap. He's looking likely. Same as Russell, who is fighting with him at the moment. Hulkenberg's pretty close to a pit stop as well, so I'm glad we got past him before he had to stop. And then beyond that, you're looking, the next ones are likely to be Zhou, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Max. We are putting in some good times now. We still have to make another stop as well, don't forget, so I'm still not expecting us to light the timing screens on fire for very long, or to suddenly steamroll our way up through the order. Hopefully we can do something else in this race. We should at least be able to get Magnussen, I think, by the end of the race. Don't know about anyone else. As you can see, both George and Charles come in at the same time here. Now, as you can see, we're 18 seconds off the back of Gasly. Oh, and Leclerc gets in front of George. Gasly's in. So is he going softs again? No, he's going mediums. It was a slow stop. It was clean, but it wasn't quick. There's Magnussen, and there's Lawson. Now Hulkenberg's in. Okay, stop.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Now Alonso's in. And that is what I was expecting to see, another set of softs, and it's a bad stop. And both the Williams cars are coming in nose to tail here. This is brave. If something goes wrong for Albon, it's going to have a knock-on effect for Zhou. There's Yuki. It was clean. For both. Although Tsunoda has managed to jump ahead. Lawson now up into 11th place.
pack up.
I'm going to try and get onto the back of Albon and stay with him for as long as I can before he starts sprinting away from us. Got Piastri on the back of Joe. Max is in.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Got Lawson into peak confidence now. Oscar lacking in confidence a little bit. A bunch of quick boys have popped out in front of him. Need him to stay with them. Hamilton's in. New fastest lap for Charles Leclerc.
Recharge on, recharge on. Copy.
Hamilton's out on a set of mediums. Because he did not stop and did not change tyres into the safety car, or the red flag even.
Use deploy, use deploy.
Norris boxes.
Copy.
New softs for Norris. Everyone who's boxing now is going to the end. Bottas is in.
Recharge. Copy.
Fresh softs for Bottas, who's going to get in our way. Ooh, did we get credited with an overtake there? Yes, I think we did. Nice. I'll take that. Have dropped off the back of the cars in front though, that's not so good.
Copy.
Lawson's still just about hanging on to Albon, although Gasly, now he's passed Magnussen, is dragging the whole train further forward. Still got over 2 kilos of spare fuel. And now Perez boxes from the lead. He was on a second set of mediums, so he's going soft.
Recharge on.
Oscar's out of battery.
Yep. Copy.
Have I done enough to stay with Joe?
No units available, no units available.
It's going to be tight.
Copy.
And the pressure from Valtteri is not helping. That's what's cost us. Lawson has now dropped. It was only a matter of time. Albon on brand new softs. He's always going to outpace us at some point. But we kept with him. Oh, hello. It's another red flag. What's happened now?
Flag.
Alonso and Perez, maybe. Oh, Alonso, definitely. Yeah, that's Perez touching Alonso into a lack of control straight into the barrier, which then takes out Perez. So, if that's any reflection of what happened with Schumacher and Ocon, that'll be a penalty for Alonso. But we're 10th and 15th, and we can now go on to a new set of softs. For free. Oh god, did I just not change the tyres on?
We're
I think I didn't change tyres for Oscar.
Again.
Please tell me I did. Oh, I did.
Lights out, and away we go.
Whew. 8th and 13th because of the double retirement. And yeah, look, it's Alonso who's got the penalty. Oh man. What are the stewards smoking tonight? Because they're getting it so wrong. And we've got 6 kilos of fuel on board again. Lawson straight up into 7th place. Can we actually sneak points here? I mean, it's a big ask. We've still got 21 laps to go, but one game.
So take it easy.
Okay, copy.
Look off, look off, look off. Copy. Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
Overtake button.
Copy.
So who's on what tyres? Everyone's on brand new, well, I say brand new softs. Everyone who had new softs available to put on has had to put on scrubs if they hadn't already bought. So, Sainz, for example, their scrubs. Russell as well, I think, possibly. He did stop early actually, so they might be. He stopped at the same time as Leclerc. They might not be new softs.
Use energy.
Copy that.
I can't believe we've had 2 red flags. I mean, VSC, they got upgraded to a full safety, and then almost immediately after that, then got upgraded to a red flag, and then this one went straight to red flag. Oscar's shaping up for a move on Joe. Can we get him around the outside? Ooh, we got squeezed. Was that collision?
Okay. Oh, okay.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Who crashed now? Was it us? It was
Right,
us.
we're taking the second corner. With not much room to move.
Tiny little bit of
Has to
contact
be
there.
said, that was
Don't
pretty
think we
risky.
suffered any damage. Joe's tyres might have taken a little bit of a knock there as a result of that. We have not suffered any damage to the car. Our tyres are still fine. I call that a win. Yeah, racing incident. Struggling to stay with Norris though. Give him a little bit more tyre just to make sure.
Oh.
And if I can drop Albon as well, that would be excellent.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy that.
No energy.
Copy.
Charge on. Charge on.
No, we just got dropped. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. Now we're going to potentially start sliding backwards. Although we've got a gap to Gasly. So if Albon does get past us, which, when you consider how good their car is on paper, should happen. At least we've got a chance to stay with him before we immediately get swamped by everybody else. A little concern for Oscar though. Joe's got past Magnussen. And Bottas is all over the back of us and he's going straight for the move. I don't think we'll be troubled by Sainz too much.
We can focus on our race now.
Sainz has definitely got some damage to his car. But he is going to be in range. And that could potentially be problematic. Stay with Albon now. Before Yuki gets us. Be careful with the tyres as well. Yeah, we don't have the pace that we need to stay in range right now. And we could actually be under threat from Sainz here. And just stay in the top 10. Get a point. All I want is just a fucking point. Just give me a point. What tyres did Sainz switch to? He's on soft. The whole field's on soft now, thanks to the red flag. There goes Yuki. Nothing to fight him off with. We are holding Sainz back. The question is, how long can we do that?
Keep pushing.
Oh God, I forgot about you. The collision will have hurt Oscar's confidence. Well, his defences will help, but yeah, that's not good. No wonder he couldn't stay with the cars in front of him. I didn't even think about that. Stay with Tsunoda. Alright, staying in range.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Start thinking about saving some tyres a bit.
Slow down.
Going to kind of ignore Oscar for most of the remainder of this race and just focus in on Lawson, because Lawson is definitely in with a chance of getting something out of this Grand Prix.
Bring the pack up.
Copy, box.
And with Oscar's confidence in the toilet right now, I don't know. Maybe if he recovers reasonably quickly and hasn't destroyed his tyres, then he's got a chance of maybe moving up a bit, but I don't think points are on the card with Oscar. But they are definitely a possibility with Liam if we are careful.
Energy is available.
Copy.
You can push more.
Cannot let you break away from me. Trouble is, it's going to keep costing me battery to stay with him, to the point where there's going to come a point where I just won't be able to stay with him when he breaks. That's the problem.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Okay, mate, copy.
Say 13 seconds behind's not too bad. 13 minutes there, that's more of a problem. I think this might be the lap when we get dropped. Let's see if I can stay close, but I'm, again, wary of burning the tyres too hard. Gone. I can't keep up with him.
So slow now.
Okay.
Oscar is still holding Carlos behind him. I've got a queue of cars. I'm waiting for an opportunity here. I can afford one of them to get through, not all three of them. Here comes Gasly.
Try and stay ahead of Sonoda if we can. Overtake is available.
Copy.
Use energy.
Copy.
Oh God, never even got the chance to put up a fight.
Yeah, take it easy.
Copy.
Can I at least stay with Gasly? If I can stay with him and try and get the battery charged up a bit, it'll give me the opportunity to have another crack at him a little bit later, but I don't know if I can stay with him because the confidence took a bit of a knock. It's recovered reasonably quickly, but it's not an ideal situation. And I have got Joe snapping at my heels as well, which means I'm going to have to drive defensively, which is going to make me slow out of the corners. Yeah, this is going to be a very, very stressful remaining 13 laps. Just got to try and squeeze what little battery I can into the car where I can.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Copy.
And Oscar finally gets caught and passed by Sainz. Let's tuck in behind him.
Recharge on. Push more.
Copy that.
Stay with him. Oh man, Sainz is pushing. And Oscar's just got no pace with his confidence, you know, where it is right now. At least I've got slightly better tyres than the cars behind me. Piastri now down another place. Ugh. That's not good. Crap.
Energy if you need it.
Okay,
Get back in range, get back in range. There you go. Oh, panicked for a second then.
Back off now.
Copy.
Charge on. And tires are looking nice.
Need Bottas and Joe to just stay just outside of DRS range and keep fighting with each other. That will give me a bit of breathing room. Again, I'm just losing time through here.
We can push more.
Yeah, copy that.
More time than I can afford to lose.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Okay, copy.
Pushing these tyres much harder than I would like to.
Energy available.
Copy.
We need to look after the tyres.
Yeah, copy.
Recharge on, recharge on. Use deploy as much as you can.
Come on, Oscar. Let's get you an overtake and some new personal best sectors. Try and get that confidence back up, get back past Hulkenberg, past Sainz. Let's see what we can do in the last 10 laps. God damn, again.
And you are free to use the energy when you want.
Copy that.
We think we can lean on the tyres more.
Copy.
Alpine has just got so much more downforce in the corners. I don't think I'm going to get back in this time.
Let's go and get him.
We go charge on. We need to protect the front tires.
Good lad, Oscar. Got through right at the beginning of that long back straight there.
We can just focus on charging a pack.
Right, I think I'm going to have to give up staying with Gasly.
So we need one step more management.
So as long as I can stay ahead of Joe and Bottas, then I'll be okay, because 10th will be a point. I think we worked right up to the last lap for this one, I can tell.
So take it easy in the fast corners.
Yeah, copy.
No energy.
Okay, mate, copy.
Overtake button.
Copy.
Has Piastri beaten Lawson once this season? No, not yet. But it's not been a fair fight. next season, if we've got the same lineup next season, will be a true test. Unless we replace Oscar's engineer again. Lawson's got a race engineer who gives him huge gains in confidence when he gets an overtake and very small losses in confidence when he gets overtaken. Oscar has no relationship with his engineer because he's just started at the team, with an engineer who gives a considerably less confidence boosting when overtaking, and cannot protect confidence anywhere near as well when being overtaken. So it's not a fair fight in that respect. Yeah, because they're very, very evenly matched on pace. I would say Lawson's got maybe a tenth on Oscar at the moment in normal pace. But when you bring confidence into the situation and how easy it is for Lawson's confidence to A, recover, and B, climb very quickly compared to Oscar's, yeah, confidence makes a huge difference in terms of driver stats. And when you've got two drivers who are so finely balanced in terms of their individual performance, and then have a massive disparity in how their confidence works, the driver with the confidence issues is always going to get completely outclassed. So later in the season, we'll see Oscar coming good, you know, a lot more consistently. Once his relationship with Spinney improves. We've dropped Lawson now down into medium confidence. And behind Valtteri, I have to stay with Valtteri. I cannot drop another place. Whereas that's it, really, I think, for my chances of points. So I managed to protect the tyres for a lap or so. Some of that temperature out of them.
Bring the pack up.
Copy.
Now I'm going to try and get battery back into the car.
Can push one step more.
Copy. Be 6 laps to go.
I'm going to fight tooth and nail to get my first point.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Okay.
Oscar's confidence slowly creeping back up now.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
What are my tyres looking like against Valtteri? Ah, there we go. Nice little grip advantage and an even bigger one to show behind. That'll give me more leeway to push the tyres for longer than they can. Which gives me a better opportunity to try and recharge the battery.
We go charge on.
Copy.
Oh, did I just hear a shunt? Just hear something slapping a barrier. Apparently not. Thought I heard the little thunk of someone's front wing breaking. Between getting Piastri to win a race and upgrading the car I've got. It's not just getting Piastri to win a race, the challenge is to get Piastri to win a driver's title. Yeah, it's a way off.
Charge is good.
Copy.
Keep pushing.
Either Gasly's driving slow or Valtteri's pushing. I think Valtteri's pushing. Because the gap to Gasly's coming down. And that's good, because I was going to sprint past Bottas at the end of this lap and try and get onto Gasly, and Bottas is bringing me closer. I'm all for that.
Overtake Baku.
Let Bottas do the hard work here. Stay tucked up behind him. And now we'll break away.
Use energy.
Copy.
Yeah, we've gained a second on Gasly thanks to Valtteri there. Still in the negatives.
Recharge on. Recharge on.
Yep. Copy.
I can just taste ninth place now.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yeah, copy.
Back off.
Okay, copy.
Press and overtake.
Yeah.
Do what you can to keep the tyres cool.
Okay, copy.
2 to go.
Oh, get the move done. Get the move done. Yes. Now get a move done on Hulkenberg. Yes. Beautiful stuff. Good job, Oscar. Right, back to Lawson.
If you could push a bit harder and try and get up to him, let's see. Charge on, charge on.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Copy.
This will be the last lap. You can use energy.
Copy that.
Wanted to make sure we got the DRS. Don't get stuck behind like that. Come on. Find clean air. Find clean air. No! God damn it. I should have just gone for the overtake.
Use the free air.
Copy.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Got him. Whew. Right, we've got enough battery left to hopefully hold Gasly off now.
Max Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Come on, 2 points. 2 points. And 2 in the top 14. Oh man, I had to work so hard for that one, but oh, that is so good. We needed a lot of help. We needed 4 cars to retire, well, 3 cars to retire to get us into 9th. Otherwise, it would have been 12th probably. But the adrenaline's leaving my body. I'm exhausted already.
That was a brilliant performance from the Alpha Tauri driver.
An outstanding performance today to have made the top 10. Not many would have expected this from the team, to be honest.
And you love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. And no doubt, Verstappen fans will be celebrating the Dutchman's achievement.
That sees them double their win tally for this season. They'll be delighted with that.
Second win.
And before
That's a
they get back
50-50
to
win
work,
ratio
I think
for
it's
the
time
Red Bulls.
to cool off here in Azerbaijan.
I think that's 2 for Checo, 2 for Max.
And down there in the Alpha Tauri garage, Kareem,
Yeah, that's a good point.
what would
That's
they be
nice.
making of that race, do you think?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
Well, everybody, that's all from us here in Baku.
Coming up next, the teams will be taking a trip to the Sunshine State. The Hard Rock Stadium is laying down the track for a captivating race at the Miami Grand Prix.
There we go, the confirmation of the final result, and look at all the gains in the top 10. Stroll up 6, Tsunoda up 7. That's a strong weekend for McLaren, 6th and 7th. Lawson up 6 places. Oh, that's glorious. We got 2 points. 2 points. We're being outscored by Williams. That's, they've outscored us in just one race. But they've been doing it more consistently than that. But we're in the points. Finally, we're off the mark. Magnussen up 5 places. Bottas up 3. Sainz down 8. I'm amazed that car kept going. I'd have retired that Ferrari if it was me, but yeah, I'm not going to complain. Let's have a look at the drivers' standings. Max retakes top spot from Checo, having DNF'd. Meant he only got 6 points from the sprint against 34 from Max, so he is now 22 points behind his teammate. Stroll stays in 3rd with another 15 points. Leclerc climbs 4 spots to hunt him down. 11 points between them now. Russell stays in 5th. Sainz drops 2 places to 6th with just a point from the weekend. Alonso also with a poor weekend, only gaining 5 points across the 2 races. Again, being taken out and then getting penalised for being taken out by Checo. Hamilton up 3 places with 16 extra points. Gets him into 8th. Norris up to 9th. Gasly dropping down 3 places to 10th. And we played a part in that by overtaking him for that extra point. And then a little bit lower down, there is Lawson. He's up to 15th now with 2 points. Yeah! Oh, that's nice. And Oscar climbs above Schumacher as well into 19th. So let's have a look at the constructors. We are up to 8th place. We're halfway there. We need to find another 2 places. We need to get in 6th place. That's looking like a very tall order. We are 25 points off McLaren, who just had a very, very strong weekend. So yeah, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Even Williams is going to be a struggle. But we are up above Haas and Alfa Romeo, who are both yet to score. Let's take a look at the pit stop competition. Not that many pit stops, really, in this race because of the red flags. So let's see who set what times. Well, we've got 2 in there. They weren't especially quick stops, but at least we got stops in. There'll be some cars out there who didn't stop at all. They just changed under red flags. So at least we've got some points. Big points for Lando, big points for Red Bull in general, so we're probably going to lose the lead again. And we do, but only by 3 points. So we're still in there. McLaren closed the gap up as well. They're now just 14 behind us. Ferrari gets some points, but they're already a bit of a way off. Good points for Mercedes. They move up above Alpine. Williams, Alfa and Haas still yet to get any points at all. And let's take a look. So 16 successful overtakes for Lawson, 19 failed, 21 successful defences and 13 failed across both the sprint and the race. And for Oscar, 12 successful overtakes, 17 failed, 30 successful defences, 16 failed. You know, there is potential in both of these drivers. They need a slightly better car to help them really, realise a bit more of that. So, yeah, we've got more upgrades coming. Yeah, we should have had more upgrades here, but we didn't get them. We do pay out a bonus to Liam, 10 grand for a 10th place finish. And in terms of our guarantees, well, we obviously broke the quali streak, which was unlikely to be a thing, unfortunately. 2 in the top 14. We didn't get the fastest lap, but that was just an incentive. That's fine. So no penalties there. We did get 1 car into Q2. We actually got both in Q2. And then with the guarantees, we achieved our 1 in the top 15 finishing position and 1 in the top 15 qualifying position. So a little bit of extra cash. We end up with nearly 2.9 mil. It's been a long stream because it was a sprint weekend as well as a regular race, so we are going to end it here. We'll do all the prep for the next race tomorrow before we go to Miami. So that's it from me for tonight. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. I will be back usual time of 8 PM UK time, GMT. So until then, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I'm Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager Hardcore very soon.